Hey guys, what's going on? I have another one for you today. I planned for a different video because the package that came in the mail wasn't what I expected it to be. I had the 28XX out, the Anbernic RG28XX out, as well as the miyoo A30, because the package that I thought was going to come was going to be the Ampound XUM or Mini M, or whatever you call it, and it turned out that wasn't the case. And I'm sure by what you see here on the table, you probably know what it is because something is missing from this family right here. These are all the H700 chipset Anbernic devices. We have the RG35XX Plus, RG35XXH horizontal, the RG28XX with its 2.8-inch screen, and the RG35XX SP. All three of these have those 3.5-inch screens. That's where the 3.5 comes from. This is the Game Boy Advance shout out. Much love. I love this thing. So we're going to move all these aside because I'm sure you guys know the capabilities of this chipset and all that. We won't get into each of these, but what we'll do now is welcome in the new member of the family. Thanks to 2retro.com, because Anbernic will not send me a console. I have to buy my consoles from Anbernic. I'm not cool enough yet for that, but at least 2retro.com thinks I'm cool enough to send a console to. So if any of you guys are interested, consider checking out their website. I'll have the link in the description below. I mean, I couldn't do this without them. So thank you to Retro. I asked for the gray, or they gave me an option between which colors I wanted, and I chose the gray. I'll tell you why I chose the gray later, but let's open this up and take a look at it, okay? What do we have first? We have 128 gigabyte card, gray. Not much going on the box. All right, we have our little half circles, which I love, and my favorite white phone. So we have our USB-C to USB-A cable in here. I'm not going to bother pulling that out right now. I'm just going to pull the handheld out. You know, we have our manual in there. Do we have a screen protector? No screen protector. Okay, so that's okay. We have a 4-inch screen on here, guys. So the RG40XXH. So you can see this is a member of the family. Same chipset, the H700, and I'm having a hard time getting it out. You know, I think I'm going to take the whole foam out. Move the box out of the way, and let's take a look at this thing. Let me zoom in a little bit. I like it. It looks really nice in this gray right here. It's the OG, like DMG style Game Boy gray. We have the two, what is that, magenta buttons and the black ones. Shout out to Game Boy. The D-pad has that nice softer edge to it, like after the RG35XX, when they made the Plus, they improved the D-pad ergonomics, and it just feels better on the thumb. Thumbsticks, clickable thumbsticks with RGB rings around them. Typical Anbernic silicone membrane face buttons feel great, just like every other Anbernic handheld. We have stacked shoulder buttons, you guys. That's something new on these horizontal handhelds, or vertical handhelds for that matter. The Anbernic devices have had inline shoulder buttons, like you see here on the 35XXH. So a lot of people will prefer the stacked shoulder buttons, me as well. So I'm happy to see that here. How do they sound and feel? Kind of clicky, but not super clicky. Like, I think those are both the same switch. This one's just kind of like on a hinge. They feel good. Yeah, they're a little bit loud, but not like RG36S loud. I mean R36S. Getting confused here. They sound a little bit louder than a mouse click, but not as loud as the R36S. So yeah, ergonomics feels great. It feels real similar to the TrimUI Smart Pro, and I guess I should pull that out for comparison just to give you guys an idea, because some people will probably say I should have given a comparison of that. So since I have the box right here, this is another one. I filmed a video for my channel on this one, but it was an unboxing when it was sent to me a long time ago, like right when it first came out, and there was no SD card in it at all, so I had like no operating system. This is a single SD card unit. I've since then got it all set up and everything, so maybe I can still do a review on it someday, but here we are. So it's very similar in design, except it's a 16:9 screen versus the 4:3 screen that you have on the RG40XX. Man, that's hard to say over and over and over. But yeah, so if you're not into any of the like This is going to play some PSP, but not that much, and basically everything else is going to be 4x3 or smaller. So if you're not into overlays and stuff like that, you probably want to go with something like this. As far as performance goes, I'm actually not sure which one of these is more capable. If you guys know, let me know. But I think they're kind of similar. They have different CPUs and all that, but this one doesn't have clickable sticks, has like little tiny kind of PS Vita style sticks, but they're actually even smaller, RGB rings and all that. But I'm going to set this aside because this is not what we're here for today. I just wanted to show you the form factor. Comfort wise, they're really similar. The Anbernic has much more comfortable shoulder buttons. These ones right here, the triggers at least, these I'm not a fan of. They're really tight and super sharp. So let me set this aside. And we're just going to go on with this one right here. So yeah, that's let's see the I/O. We have 2 SD card slots on the bottom, 2 speakers. I don't know if it's dual mono or if it's stereo, but yeah, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack right in the center, and only one USB-C port, so that's going to be for charging and for your peripherals or whatever. We have a HDMI mini for HDMI out, volume up and down, and it's actually in the right position. We got volume down over here and volume up over here, and we have a reset button. So the menu button right here, kind of clicky. Start and select, same thing, kind of clicky. But overall, I think it's a really ergonomic handheld. It doesn't have any big chunky grips in the back like the RG Cube, but honestly, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure how much I really like the ergonomics of the RG Cube. We could talk about that in another video, and I can pull that one out and we can discuss it. But this is just nice and relatively pocketable. The thumbsticks are sticking up a little higher than on some of the other consoles, but let's start this thing up and check it out. Wow, I already had it start up. Okay, I must have turned it on when I first opened it up. All right, so that's good. We don't have to wait for the time to start it up, but it does take about a minute to start. So right here you have game rooms, and that's a section I just kind of recommend you really never go into. We have our 2 TF cards here. Game rooms is a section where you're going to have a vertical list of systems here, but none of them are formatted properly or is formatted as well as they are in the RetroArch RA game section. So in here you're going to have each one of your systems. And I can tell you already that this device doesn't have the Mario games on it, but they're pretty gangster with the ports. There's Shredder's Revenge on here, there's Stardew Valley, there's Shovel Knight, there's a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, 2 retro, they're gangster. You know, they don't want to play with Nintendo, but they're playing with .emu and Nickelodeon. So yeah, we can go through all the systems, but you guys know what's going on and how all these systems play. But let's just test something first, like Dreamcast, because this does have rumble in it, and I want to see how the rumble feels. So let's Virtua Tennis. That's the one for me. Okay, Virtua Tennis has rumble. I know that. It's definitely coming out of, the sound is coming out of both of these speakers. I can't tell you if it's stereo or not. So we'll just play like one match, or maybe just one portion of a match. And then we're going to go into the ports, check it out, see all the ports that are included on this one, because where you buy it is going to depend on what games are included. So like some people may include the Mario games, 2 Retro doesn't, but they do include some of the pretty awesome ports. So you know, I know some people aren't cool with that. I understand that. It is what it is. I'm cool with it. I don't care. That's just me. You know, if it was a brand new game that came out yesterday, I'd feel a little different, but Ninja Turtles has been out for a few years now, and I bought the game, so I feel comfortable playing the game on here. That's just me, my excuse. All right, do we have rumble? Oh, we do. Nice. I always like the rumble on Virtua Tennis. It's a nice, like, confirmation feedback that you hit the ball, and it makes the, oh, how did I miss that? It makes it really immersive. So, yep, good rumble. It feels like it's, what's the word, insulated, like it has a cushion. It's not like rattly like some of those other handhelds out there. And things like the Nitro Deck. The Nitro Deck, that thing had the worst rumble ever. I never bought one, but I've heard the horror stories. So I'm not doing too well here, but it feels great. It feels really good in the hands. It's comfortable. And do you think I can make a comeback here if I shut up for a second? Let's see. Getting him here. No, getting him here. Let's see if I could just get this first match. Nope, he got me. Alright, so that's Virtua Tennis. Let's just get out of there. Back out, quit. Sometimes I do much better than that. It's funny how Dreamcast kind of quits slowly from RetroArch. It's just a bigger file, I guess, game file. Alright, so yeah, I already confirmed most of the Nintendo branded games aren't on here. There is like F-Zero, and it's interesting that even in DS they have Animal Crossing and stuff like that, but no Mario. So what I want to do here is let's just check out the ports. So each card in here, each SD card has a different set of ports. I think there's a couple duplicates maybe, but let's just see. So this is the TF card 1, I believe. Cannonball, Cave Story, Dino Thar, and if there's any of these that you guys recommend, let me know, because I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 3. Wow, I haven't played too many ports and on these handhelds, and which ones play well, I'm not sure. There's Stardew Valley, Wolfenstein 3D. Some of these we're used to seeing on here. We're not used to seeing Stardew Valley. I mean, maybe on some of the more recent ones, yeah. But okay, so that's the first TF card. Let's go into the second one and go to ports. I should have turned that noise off first. I'll do that next time. So Sea Dogs, Cannonball. I think Cannonball was twice, right? We saw that a second ago. Cave Story, Celeste. So I know Celeste. You know, I've played Celeste, but there's a lot of games that ooh, Owlboy. That's a good platformer, right? I'll have to try that one. Shovel Knight. There it is. Look at this Sonic Robo Blast 2 cart. What's that? There's Stardew Valley again. There's Shredder's Revenge. They have a lot of stuff on here. A bunch of different Doom stuff. Sonic Mania, look at that, it has Sonic Mania, wow, that's awesome. But let's just open up Shredder's Revenge and check that out. One of the weird things about ports on the Anbernic devices for me is exiting them. You know, it's like you have to press the reset button, or actually no, that will shut down your system, but there's no like official way to exit the game other than just exiting it. So like if I'm playing arcade mode, I just exit the game, it's going to take me out to the menu. But I remember on one of the other handhelds I was playing in story mode, and I couldn't figure out how to close out the game and actually save it and go back to right where I was before. Maybe it was just you know, something in the moment for me, but is this gonna start up? Come on, baby. All right, it's just a big file. Tribute.emu. Yep. Are you guys angry? Who are you going to be angry at? Anbernic? I don't know. I mean, I know Anbernic is sending them out with these in them too, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. I'll tell you how I know that for a fact. Okay, let's just go into arcade mode and just play a quick, you know, chill minute or two. Am I going to be... Okay, so is that X going to be attack? That's kind of weird up there. I'm not sure if that's exactly what's going to happen here, but let's just skip this. I'm just going to... Let's pick Wrath. Ooh, Rumble. I like it. Okay, let's just skip this. I didn't go over all the specs on the RG35XXH or the 40XX like I normally do. I'll just have them in the description. You know, we've seen so many of these same consoles with this chipset that you know, it's just kind of like saying the same thing over and over, but I'm trying to figure out which buttons do what. All right. Jumping is like it's a strange setup for me, the way the buttons are set right here. Yeah, but oh well, it's still cool, man. It's playing really well. Sounds good, looks good. It's definitely not taking advantage of the full screen though, so it's not. Let's see if the thumbstick works. Yeah, the thumbstick works. Yeah, it's like I want to press B to jump, and it's A. So X is attack, A is jump. So that must mean that Y is going to be your special move. There it is. Bebop. Yeah. Oh man, I thought I was gonna be able to catapult through that one. It's playing well. Really well. Man, I really like that rumble. It's a nice feeling rumble. Let's see if I can just make it to the end of the level or something. How did I miss it? Oh, I pressed the jump button. Yeah, I'd be playing much better if I had the switch layout going here. That's what I'm familiar with. I keep pressing catapult instead of jump. We probably shouldn't. There, I did it again. It's okay. But yeah, you know what? We won't play too much of this because it's going to take a lot of time. Let me get my raw fish. Alright, we'll call it on this one. So from right here, I can press pause. And if I go return to main menu, I'm pretty sure it's going to take me completely out of the game. And that's a little bit weird. So if you guys know anything about that or what the workarounds are for that, let me know. So let's see. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? I'm going to press yes. Yeah, I can tell just by the sound of the audio that it cut out. Yep, exiting. So it is what it is. I like exiting better than game over. I think I've mentioned that before. But for the ports, it's a little bit strange. I'm not sure exactly how to exit the games properly like you do with RetroArch. So it is what it is. It's still an awesome console. It feels great in the hand. Let's put the whole family together real quick and look at them. So there we go. Which one is the Goldilocks device for you? Which one is just perfect? For me, honestly, I'd have to say this is my favorite one of all. Let me slide these over a little bit. I like the SP, but I'm not a huge fan of the dome switches. They could have been implemented a little bit better, and there's no central pivot on the D-pad. Pretty much everything is perfect on this, except it's not extremely pocketable with these sticks sticking up like that. And the stack shoulders, you know, add a little bit more thickness to it. So the most pocketable device is the 35XXH. And I think, you know, I really love the 35XXH. It's been like my favorite Anbernic device, but this one might replace it. You know, I really do like it. I need to play it some more to know for sure. But what I wanted to say about me being somewhat familiar with this device is that right before 2 Retro reached out to me offering me this device, I wanted to do a review on this device, and I decided to buy one. So I chose gray from 2 Retro because I had already purchased a blue one, and I'm late to the party on this review because I've been sitting on this one because I bought this first and I wanted to wait till the one from 2 Retro came in to do the review for them. Wanted to make sure I showed what was, you know, included on the card that they provide and all that. So I think in the future I'm going to have another giveaway here because I don't need 2 of these devices. I'm going to find out which one I love more and then figure out which subscriber I love most. I'm just kidding. We'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of that stuff coming up in the future. I'm not trying to buy your subscriptions. I want you to be here if you want to be here. If you don't be here, please. But please let me know what you want to see, what you don't. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do on this channel that's not all video game related. I have like some collectible NECA toys. They're kind of knockoffs from AliExpress, but they're really cool. Some Earthworm Jim stuff, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, some Transformers, some retro stuff. I have a bunch of controllers to review. I have the crazy, and I just cut myself off for the first time right there. So this is going to be the first time I ever put a second take or a cut in my video. So maybe that's a good thing. I'm going to have to figure that out right now in CapCut. I know it won't be too hard. And guys, thanks for watching. I love you all so much. I appreciate you taking the time to sit there and watch my videos, even though you've seen these devices before. And do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one very soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.